4 cities. The all DLC no mod Silver Shores with 421. Population right now about 4128. Cash on hand 78,500. We're gonna need a lot more. We're heading up to 6,000 is the next level up here. Waiting for high density. It's right around the corner. Build them tall. We're going to wait for that before we get into the government quarter, where we have, the courthouse, city hall, tax office. That's where we get the cash. We are going to build the farm and also relocate the forestry industry. I still haven't exactly decided where, but we're pretty sure it's going to be on the other side of the freeway extension, which we are going to do another survey and might extend the freeway this time a little ways. Maybe a unique factory. But the one thing we are going to do is we're going to create a self-sufficient zone, and there will be a little, delay or interruption in the tax revenue here. Now, what we want to do is this whole area right here, we want to turn into self-sufficient housing. All right, let's take a careful look here about where we want to draw this. We're going to make a housing specialization, more green, and later on in the game, we can do efficiency, but we got to hit 8,000 before we get to that point. All right, so let's make a little district here, and let's try and curve around this way. I'm going to go against the railroad here. And then against the city boundary all the way up. Bring it over this way. I just need to make sure and get wherever the roads are up here. And I'm also going to push this way because we may add just a hair down right there. We'll see. Okay. And let's give ourselves a little room along here. And the reason we want to do this is we don't want to be putting too many wind turbines. We've already got 2. Oh, Cypress. Let's just call it Cypress Hill, huh? Perfect. Okay, let's see here. Cypress Hill. Yay. Okay. And we don't really need to change anything here for the default style because let's go take a look over here. Yeah, here's over here in city planning. I want to do this one, high-tech housing, but you have to reach a population of 8,500. We're not there yet. However, we can do this. Residential specializations. Let's just take a look at what that says before we get into it here. Self-sufficient residential buildings recycle their waste and produce energy with solar panels and by other means. It consumes 30% less electricity, produces 30% less garbage, but it also generates 30% less tax income. Okay, green energy. It's not free. Okay, so what we're going to do is click this. However, just realize once I do this, all the houses that are in here are going to be reconstructed. Okay, they're going to be something different. And there you go. And for industry specialization or commercial, we're going to go with organic and local produce. So, all right, let's just watch this go down. This is Cypress Hill. So we definitely want to do this now because later on there's going to be more housing here. We really don't have that far to go to get to 6,000. In fact, let's click out here. We're going to lose a little bit of population here, but they'll rebuild right away into more efficient housing. And we'll take a look at what those look like. But we definitely want to get that done. Ah, yeah, here. So here comes one of the organic farm ones. This is already rebuilding. Something else, I believe. Let's take a look. Now, after this, because we want this to rebuild and start generating 30% less tax income. But after we do this, we're going to build the farm. This is going to be like the new farming community here at Silver Shores. Okay, we got a nice green energy parking lot where you can hook up your electric vehicle and get charged up there. We also sometimes use these for parking lots. Okay, so we're just going to let that percolate for a little while. And in fact, we're going to get up to speed here because we want to generate a lot more cash. Getting ready to build this farm. And basically everything in the city is pretty well balanced, except for industry. Heavy industry, definitely. But let's take a look at our farm here and how we're going to build this out. Now remember, someday down here, we're going to have our cargo transport. And we'll have some heavy industry in here. Maybe a little forestry on this section here. We'll see how that goes. But up here, this big yellowish green sort of area, this is all very fertile farmland. And so we're going to get that developed. Now, as you notice, there's one issue here. So some of these areas, because the housing development went down, now are without power and water. But once again, that'll all fix itself as it starts to pop in with the self-sufficient housing here. Not exactly sure why that ran out of water. That's interesting. Let's take a look real quick. Huh. One little itty-bitty thing here. Let's just take this up here. It just wasn't there. There was nothing there before, but now we have kind of an organic food stand, little salad bar. Yummy. All right, we're just kind of piling up cash, but let's see where we're going to put our farming area. We need to zone it out in two different ways. The first is we're just going to zone it for farming specialization, of course, but then after that, we're going to zone it with the industry zone. But let's start with this so we get a really good idea how much space we're going to be dealing with here. And you just kind of can get a little creative with your shape on the side here. It doesn't need to go all the way. After we get out of this area, it's not as fertile. Okay, and then you just kind of fill in. It's really a big space, so there's going to be a lot of farming going on up here. And maybe a unique factory or two. Cedar Park. I don't know if I like that one. Okay. Okay, so I think we're going to go with University City on this one, right? And let's change the name. Cedar Farms. There you go. Okay, but we're not done yet. Nope, we're gonna need an industry area that's farming. Okay. And see, it kind of gives you the area here. We're gonna cheat a little bit because there are some unique factories and some parts of the farm in the industries that are part of the DLC. Oh, look at this. There is a little ore up here too. We're not going to worry about that for now, but that's out there. And we're just going to capture the whole thing. Who knows where we'll actually drop assets, but let's just capture most of it. It's really fertile in there. If you just look at the color, so deep. So we're going to be producing a lot of agriculture out here. And that's great. Okay. Well, we know this is going to be a road here that everybody's going to be using soon for the industry area, so we might as well just do a little extension the other way here for straight into our farming area. Okay. Go a little further. Okay. So let's just start with that for now. As far as the roads go, we'll come back to that. And now let's get over to industries. I always start with this. You can always go back to just some zoning, but I like to start with the, because this is what generates cash. Big dollars is the industries and then eventually the unique factories. So that's where we're headed. All right, so I like to pull mine back just a little, the office, from the roadway, and I'll show you why here in just a minute. Okay, so that opens the fruit fields, the animal pastures, grain silos, small crop fields. Okay. Now, the first little thing I like to do, let's go up here. I just like the way it looks, and that's these, the small fruit fields. Okay, let's put one in here. Okay, and also on the other side. So we're going to level this up pretty quickly. Now, I don't know if you remember what I told you about the water supply being separate for residential. That's what we're going to do right now. So let's take this and go this way. Go straight across. And then all the way down to here. And that's basically going to be our main water supply to our farmland. We'll just pull it this way every time we want to get bigger. Okay. And we're going to change this. And we're just going to keep kind of the same name. Except we'll just call it Cedar AG. There we go. And let's see what we're going to do here. Well, first of all, I always, in the area here for the industry where you can make certain policies, I always do improve logistics, just to keep the supply chain rate. Costs a little bit more for each building. And also advanced automation that increases the production output, but also the upkeep of the building. So there's an expense here. Okay. Pretty simple, right? And we probably need to get to it. Let's check the power. See if it reaches. Barely. Wow. Okay. That's good enough, though. Okay. And let's get ourselves a field. Let's get this going on this side, maybe. Well, actually, hold off here. We need one little road here if we're going to maximize the benefit. Now, on these, I use dirt. Yep, dirt road. And where do we want to make this here? Let's go up one. That way we can, like, how about right here? That way we can go the other way too if we want. Okay. Okay, now you can select what kind of crops you're going to grow. We have wheat, potatoes, cotton, corn. I think we're going to go with the wheat. You can also do the greenhouse. That's what the greenhouse looks like. We'll go back to wheat. This is good. Okay. Just trying to pile up money right now. These things are expensive. All right, let's go see what we're doing here. Okay, a lot of crops, but we need several more workers, so let's plant some more fields. Actually, let's get a greenhouse going right here. I like that idea. But let's do another fruit field, maybe? Now, I want you to notice something when I drop these down. Okay, here, 26 tons, 43 tons, 45, 48 is where it tops out. Look at this side. 48, 48, 48, 48. 32 over here. So it really depends where, and you want to take note of that because like over here where it's 22, 19 tons, that's where you want to put some of your farm buildings even. So just be aware of your cost on that. Yeah, see that's 26, but if you just move it down here, it's 30. So yeah, we want to maximize this. What's this? 35. It just makes a big difference on how quickly you're going to level up. And the way you can see that is just the density of it all. See, 48 is, all this is 48. So we may actually want to take this up and save this space for other things. All right, let's extend this road out. Down here a little ways. There we go. And then we'll put another dirt road in. But let's make sure we leave enough space for crop fields. Let's go up a little bit more. I want to make sure there's enough space once we start putting in the crops. Okay. And I think we're just going to move this one right off because, yeah, let's just move this up here. We're just going to get so much more out of it. In fact, we could do... Let's just do that for now. Okay. We're going to need more. Let's put a greenhouse in. I like a greenhouse, right? There we go. That's coming along nicely. Okay, let's do another temperature check on our farming industry here. Okay, 22 jobs available. It's going to be tight. I see. Let's just do one more. It's not going to hurt. We'll do one more. Okay, so look at this. This is interesting. So this... You're probably wondering, I've zoned it out, it is farmland, why am I getting this lack of supplies to an orchard? Well, it's real simple. The ground here is not fertile enough. It's just not. Okay. So what we need to do is move that up to another area. I think I found a spot. Looks like we're growing pears. Let's see what happens when we bring it up here. 24, 34, 41. Let's go with that. There we go. Better. That's it. Bye-bye. Okay. Productive orchard at this time. Let's see where this, if this tells us what it's producing. 11 tons per week. So that's pretty pathetic. We should move this as well. 32. How about this side over here by this guy? 34. How about right? 48. Yep, I'll take that instead. And let's see what this one's doing. 13. Yeah, I'm gonna move that. Okay. Okay, so we're going to move that all up there just to make sure. We want to try to get as much out of that as possible when it comes to production. That's how we're going to level up. So this is the beginning of our farm, our cedar farm, Cedar AG. This is actually going to be very big, so keep your eye on this spot. Let's see what's going on here. 136, 14 jobs available, just barely. I don't know, I feel like there should be one more, right? One more? What do you think? How about we do a crop field back here? And let's leave a little space. There we go. Whoops. And we want to change this. Except this time, we're going to grow cotton. Oh, I don't like that one. Let's try corn. There we go. Okay. And we will need to draw out the water line a little bit. Pull it right along the road here. There we go. Looking pretty nice, huh? At least starting to. It's going to take a little while to build this out. It's going to be a big money maker here at Silver Shores. Little Cedar AG. All right, let's take a look and see what the... It looks like Cypress Hill over here is basically recovered. And what we have here is a neighborhood full of self-sufficient homes. Low power usage, lots of sustainable living standards, not quite as much tax revenue. In fact, it's a 30% cut, but it also uses 30% less electricity, so we're not going to need to power it up quite as much. We can, however, start zoning more houses in this area. Okay. Because remember, we don't have to get that far. Where are we at? 4365. About ready to do a big push here. Okay, we still want to move most of this away because this is all going to be a different kind of development here soon. That's probably where our city center is going to go. Okay. All right, we got that going. Let's pull another road, and we can go with an industry road. They're a little cheaper to maintain, and just pull it. Let's see here. We're gonna leave some space here because the rail is gonna come in here with the transport station, but we do want to squeeze out some industry because we're going to be moving that over here. This also looks like we're going to need some more. How's our... I think we should put in one more recycle center. This is probably going to get moved eventually, but let's just drop one more in there for now, just to lighten the load a little bit. Otherwise, we're doing pretty good over here. And I think we can zone in. Let's see. I don't want to squish this up too much, but let's just see what we got here. Okay, so if I did that, I'm gonna keep it off the main road for the most part. Oh, that's not so good. Well, that's not the most efficient use of space, is it? Let's try this again, huh? That's the beauty about the game. Oh, I see. Part of the problem is... Okay, so we'd actually have to go out here. Okay, got it. Oh, that's interesting. Alright, well, we can work with that. Let's just pull this out here for now. It's a little odd with the stubby over there, but we'll let that ride. And let's see, we'll take this one off. Okay. Alright, let's get some water in there. Oh, I'm hearing some buildings level up over there. That's good. We're going to take a look at land values here shortly. Got it all covered. Very good. Okay. 119,000. We're going to need more, though. All right, let's zone in some industrial here. Let's start over here. Let's pull this down. There we go. Should be able to pull right off this area here for power, but let's take a look just in case I'm wrong about that. Yeah, maybe not so much. I know a way we can fix that though. Let's try adding in some commercial. Like this. In fact, we can just go like this. There we go. Okay, good. There. And let's do the other side as well. Okay. A little more balanced on our industry. Good, good, good. Okay. So, this little space over here is kind of bothering me for some reason. I don't know why. It's not like there's any reason for it. Just as a little bit. It's coming back nicely, though. Now that the demand is higher because of the factories over there. 4292, so we're still kind of hovering here, but we're going to zone in hard here in just a minute. You see how we're growing the city here on the other side of the tracks? Yeah, this could be a very interesting area over here eventually. Okay, industry level up. There you go, Cedar AG, now level 2. Now here's where it gets interesting. We got a flour mill, a bakery, the farm workers barracks. By the way, you can put more than one of these in there to produce more efficiency throughout there. The small barn, we're going to hold off on that. That's very much like warehouses except for a farming industry area, and it kind of goes back and forth on that one. And then also the cattle shed. Alright, so let's see what else we can put in here, huh? And I think the first thing we want to put in that starts generating really good numbers is the flour mill. And this needs to, I don't know if you noticed, it's not in the industry area over here, so it has to be in the industry area. And we could do down here on the main road. I think we want to keep all of these up here. And in fact, I'm going to take this down a little bit because we'll probably have more than one of these, and that's because we're ready to drop in a unique factory. Got a couple available to us. The furniture factory is available from the forestry industry, but what we want here is the bakery. I'm just going to kind of drop it in here. Let's leave a little bit of room on each side. Here's this. Let's do it that way. There we go. Okay. Boy, look at this, huh? Not enough power, not enough workers. Okay, well first of all, let's drop in another wind turbine. Once we level up, we can get into geothermal, but at this point, we're here. And so let's drop another one in. We're going to pull it down this way a little bit. 6, 5. Trying to get as much power out of this as possible, but I suppose it doesn't make a whole lot of difference. The industry really draws it down a lot. Okay, let's see what happens here with that. Okay, that took care of the power. Let's bring in the water for the bakery and the flour mill. Can't bake without water. Alright, there goes that. Okay, things are moving along here. I think we should zone in some more residential. That's where the need is. Okay. I think we're just going to go along this side right here. And I'll let the robots decide. We'll just zone it all out. Let the robots figure out how to do it. This one spot up by the school open. Okay, let's see how that goes. Should come right in. There's a lot of need for that one. Right now we're pushing to 6,000 and as much cash as possible. We've got a lot of infrastructure and unique buildings to lay down. This stuff's expensive. Gotta have the money. Okay, that's looking good. Coming right in. All the self-sufficient housing. Very nice. And the minute these pop in, they should really be leveling up almost immediately. Because we've got all the services right here. Alright. I think we can do a few over here as well. So let's zone those in. This is all good. Prime real estate up here. This is all the good stuff. Let's do that, and let's just take this one that far there. I want to make sure we leave a little room for these people. I think we can squeeze out just a bit more commercial up here with these. There you go. And, you know, if someone's willing to buy it, let's do that. Whoops. See what pops in? Yep, someone moved right in. No problem. It's actually a nice part of town here, Cypress Hill. Yeah, in fact I did... I don't know if it's available yet. Let's see here. I'm gonna go to policies. Recreational use. This is kind of a tourist thing. It's kind of funny. It's really more about tourism than anything. So we'll just put it on a low enforcement level. Okay, well that all filled in almost instantly. Another small electricity shortage, so we'll add another wind turbine. There we go. Okay, so we got 4 up here at this point. Don't worry, we'll need to use them once we head over that way. Remember, that's the direction the city's growing, and so we'll need enough wind turbines. That's not a problem. Okay, as you can see, both the flour mill and the bakery need products, and one of them they need is animal products. And so what that means is, whoops. Let's get down here to the farming. What that means is we're going to need to do a pasture or two. Or one of these, the cattle shed. Now, the pollution on this is 50. Let's see what this is. 25 for the small animal pasture. Let's go with that for now. We can always go bigger later. All right, let's see what this must be. Construction. So I don't know if you noticed, the crops need the fertile land. Okay. They can't build outside the industry area. Okay. The crops need the fertile land, but not the animal pastures as much. So we're going to drop this one in here, and I think we're going to drop another one in here as well. However, when you do this, you also are going to need more crops, because as you can see, animals need crops. So we're going to drop in a couple more of those. It can be fruit, it can be crops, it's up to you. There we go. And one little method I like to do, it's a little trick for the aesthetic, is I will mix these up. So I'll go corn, and then cotton, and then wheat, and then potatoes. Okay. Let's get some texture in there. See? Got all our animals. We finally have supplies in for the bakery to start making the flour, or I'm sorry, the flour mill to make the flour that's going to go into the bakery, and once that hits enough, you'll see that disappear as well. So let's see where we are now. Okay, about 5,000 more resources, but a lot more in workers, right? 350 needed until 100. Nah, we still need a little more. Okay, let's go up here and do this on the other side. There we go. Okay. There. Okay, so let's just let this percolate for a little while and see if the supply chain can pick it up. It should. Pretty sure we have enough resources here. We can zoom down here. Oh, I think I just heard one of the pigs. Okay. 242, 15,140. Oh yeah, okay. Let's just let this go. Let that balance out. Let's see if we can add some more houses up here. More residential. Do something small here. And then all the way down. Kind of have to do a little maneuvering when you're on a hill like this. It's not exactly balanced. Well, I could go down to there. Okay. Look at that. Just coming right in. And we should see our population pick right up here, 4352. We only have to get to 6,000. It should just start popping up right away. Alright, everything's moving along. Let's drop in one more field up here. And we'll mix this up a little too. Wheat and cotton and corn. Okay. All right. Now see, here we are with this. Too much. So too much production. So we need them to think about. There we go. Finally. All right. Once you see all this, just the animal products, the plants, and the unique factories start to balance out, and it eliminates the supply chain problems, and it should just start producing cash. Let's see where we're at right now. Okay, we are importing a little bit, not too much, mostly crops I would imagine, but we are making some money. Let's see here, 3,600, 4,200 a week. Yeah. Big contributor to our income, and our own production is starting to pick up to the point where we don't need to import anymore. And we'll hit that. We're going to hit the level up, level 3 here real fast. So looking good. There's our farm, Cedar Farms. We're going to extend our freeway here just a little bit, not a whole lot, just so we get an idea of how far we're going to move the forestry industry before we start expanding that at this point. So let's get up to our freeway section here, and let's see. 4-lane, I believe it's this one. Yeah. Okay. And we're literally going to take it almost all the way down to the today's boundary, obviously. Oh, we have a huge problem. Slope too steep, really? That's interesting. Okay, hold on. Oh, I get it. That's okay. There we go. And we'll just change these directions here real quick. There we go. Uh-oh. I think I made it too big. I wonder how that happened. It was supposed to be this one, right? Gets a little expensive if you leave the big ones in place before they're really ready to be used. Hey? Alright. Much better. Okay. I mean, if you want to tie this off so you don't have the... Yes, you can do that. Sure, why not? Oh yeah. I guess if you really want to be technical. There. Okay. Now the big question is, how are we going to get people to our forestry industry? Because this area obviously is going to be used for something else at some point. But first, how are we going to get people into the forestry industry here? And got a couple choices here. We could make a second little offshoot here. We could create another road off this direction just for that. I also thought about just taking this over because that's where the cargo train is going to be and where they're going to have to go. Good question. I just don't know if I can get the road through there though. Let's see. Even if we did this. Well, maybe, I guess. Something like that. What do you think? You like that? Just build another bridge over. We really don't want to congest this with a lot of traffic. Although, if they want to use freeway access, that's what they're going to do anyway, huh? Okay. Yeah, probably better over here. Okay, so what size road do we want to do here? Probably a 6-laner. This could be a lot of industry over here at some point. Maybe some housing. Let's try and go right there. And I'm just going to suggest, well, yeah, we probably don't need that. That's probably too much. All right. Let's take all that back. And I believe we've already got this zoned in for the forestry area. Let's see. well, let's take this up. And we're probably going to come back later and clean this up a little bit, but for right now, this is okay. 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 All right, well, let's start moving some assets. See what we can find here. We're basically going to move the entire industry over to the other side of the freeway, closer to where the railroad's going to be with the cargo hub. You know, and the other thing I've started thinking about is where would we drop the airport? At some point there's going to be an airport. Is that going to be over here somewhere? Or here? I just could also go over here, but I kind of don't like the idea of it being over near the farm. This looks like a good spot, but we'll see. We're a couple levels away from that. Right now we're just moving the forestry industry. All right, before we move our forestry, let's get one more road in here. And what I'm going to do is have a small residential area over here. Not too big. It's small. Over this way a little bit. Probably that's good right there. Just to put a few houses, maybe a little bit of commercial, not too much. See if we can squeeze out of the middle here, maybe. One more set of houses. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's perfect. There we go. And we might be able to go this way. Remember, we're not going to open up that other tile. So, if we can squeeze out a few more, whoops. A few more, that's good. Alright. What do you think? I don't want to get greedy, you know? I feel like I'm getting greedy here. Yeah, see, this is very greedy right here in my mind. But that's okay. That's what we're doing. Okay. Alright, so we're going to need to bring in the water. Let's do that while we're here. And I think what we're just going to do is... And you got to be careful here because when we do that, we should probably just drop another water tower in. Oh, we've got a lot of it available. Alright, let's try it. Sometimes, when you try to really maximize your water resources, what ends up happening is the industrial waste flows downhill, of course, and you end up with a little toxicity in your neighborhood, and that can be difficult to deal with. But let's give it a try, see what happens. Got our water in. Alright, let's zone it in. Of course, the one thing we are missing is power, so let's do this. Let's go up here first. We'll make it an easy cut in. Alright, let's see if we need to do that. Of course, we're cutting into the wrong place because we don't have a lot of power up here. Don't really want to put any more. Yep, see, look at our electricity availability. Not so good. Only 10 megawatts left. Alright, let's pull this over here. There we go. Alright, and then this way. Okay. All right. Well, let's move our, the reason I did that is I wanted to move the office here from our industry, but I also want to make sure we left space for some residential development over there. And so where are we going to drop this? Probably this. That's a good spot right there. There we go. Okay. And when you relocate these industries, you know, you just kind of move things where it makes sense. Might give you a little chance to redo things so they're a little more efficient. Okay. We'll get back to that water problem there. Okay. And we're just going to keep relocating all the things until we get everything over here. We're almost there. And then I suspect this is going to be leveling up soon. We can put in the furniture factory, and then we'll have 2 unique factories. Okay. Let's drop in some water. Bring this over here. And we are going to need a fire department over here eventually. I can just see it coming. I do have that one there. It just seems like it's a little far away for this area. Let's see how it goes. Alright. Now, I want to show you one thing I do want to do. In fact, this probably got a little tight on this side. Put a pathway. All right, first let's solve this power problem. There's that. So I did one thing wrong here. Hold on. I want to put a path in. Right here. Well, let's see. Now we can put some power in. And we'll eventually clean this all up once we get our geothermal power plant in after we hit 6,000. 4505 right now. And we're about to blow this up. Okay, so I think we've successfully moved the forestry industry. Now we still have this area zoned for forestry, and I think we're going to take that out soon. Let's see how it goes here, because we've got more residential we can push right into this area. Maybe that's the fire station we move as well. Do we have one down here? Yes, we have this one. Yeah, let's relocate this fire station here too. Because it took, yeah, see, look at this up here. Alright, let's roll with that for now. Smiley faces all around. Okay. And then right after I move the fire station, there's a fire. Let's see what's going on down here. Oh, there they are. Okay. Piling up the cash, 226, 645, and we're not even running very efficiently on some of this stuff here. Still got some crop shortages up here. Let's see what's going on with the farm. We may need to add in. Yeah, we're a little short of workers. Oh yeah, we're short workers. Let's add in some more crops. Is what's going on here. Except let's switch the crop on this one. What do we got here? Pears, oranges, apples. Let's do apples. And just for fun, we'll do oranges on this side. Let's see what we got here. Yep, that's 48 tons. I'm good with that. Okay. But we're gonna do apple or oranges over here. Okay. There we go. Looking good. Farm is running very efficiently. Little slowdown here. What's going on with the power? Oh, I know. Let's go ahead and add in another turbine. Otherwise, we're going to get there any quicker. Another 6 megawatts. And let's go ahead and fill out the golden woods. You know, I thought, what did that? Okay, Cedar AG is now level 3. The lemonade factory, the milking parlor, the medium crop field, and the medium fruit field. So, perfect. University City, so why? Oh, I know why. I got it. So I did extend the industry, but I never extended the actual zone. So we didn't do that right now. In fact, I'm going to go up there and put a little boundary in on that one. Okay, there we go. Yeah, you have to extend if you want that, you know, similar housing look. Then that's what you do. Okay, so I'm gonna try and separate this out a little bit. Doesn't need to be that close. There we go. Let's try and make this consistent if we can. Be a little square. Okay, there we go. All right, now there. Get all those to rebuild University City. That's what we want there. And then let's go back here and see if we want to still leave this as it was. Okay, we may have to come back and deal with that, but let's just hold off for now. We can save this until we get into the high density for right now. All right, well, let's go add in some more zoning. Get some more workers in here. All right. And we'll just sort of block zone here. See what the robots come up with. And we're probably going to have a power shortage right off the bat if I do all of this at once. So just expect that. Go to here on this. And so we'll go from this side because at some point we'll take that power line out. There we go. All right. Now this should be a big boost to our population right here, and we still have some Cypress Hill zones to go, but this is pretty good for right now. And let's take a look real quick at some of our unique buildings, see if there's anything there we want to add in. I was going to do the Mall of Moderation. Let's see where that is. Almost everything is opened up at this point. here it is. Mall of Moderation. Entertainment value 100. Alright, let's see what we got here. Alright, we're going to go with the Mall of Moderation. Right up here in Cypress Hill. Just a question of which side of the street it should go on. I'm thinking here. I get that it's already occupied. It doesn't... Let's see. Ah, right there. Yeah, let's go with that. I like it on that side better. Okay. And I think we'll zone out some of the housing that's kind of nearby here. This. There we go. Oop! A little too far there. Probably gonna lose that one. Let's see if I can zone it back in time. There we go. Alright. And we might as well add in that. Pick up as much as we can here. And we'll do another commercial. And let's go ahead and zone this in next to our Mall of Moderation. We're walking a very fine line on power over in this part of town because it's all dependent on those wind turbines. And this is filling in nicely. 4920, we've only got about 1,000 more to go. The Mall of Moderation is in, and that should start increasing these land values here. In fact, just for kicks, let's see where we are on the land value here in the city. Okay. Okay, so I don't know if you see what happened here. When we put these self-sufficient homes in, the land value popped right up almost immediately. Some of it's going green already. Okay, and hopefully that spreads up into this area. But this is very, very dark blue. So average home value throughout the city is 22. That's going to be going up. Look at this green here. This is all leveling up nicely. And some of this up in here. So our land values are going up. That means more cash every week. Right now we're up to 300,000. We just crested 5,000 residents. And so let's get another wind turbine in up here. Isn't really a way around that if you're trying to go green energy. You end up with a lot of wind turbines. Plus we're powering up this whole industrial area, which we should add in again. In fact, what we're going to do, we're going to slowly, and I do mean slowly, take down the industrial areas here. Okay, and we're going to start on the parts that are closest to town. And we're just going to do that. Okay. There we go. And then when we do that, we'll add more over here. So we're slowly trying to migrate most of that this direction. Okay, and we're not going to put in quite that much. Let's go with that and see what happens. Because the minute these factories pop up, it's going to be an energy problem right off the bat. So let's just see if we can do this slowly without creating a panic. The other thing we have to address is transportation. Let's probably need to do another bus line, just so we can connect all this up. Okay. Well, we need a place here. Probably near the Mall of Moderation. What do you think? And then we'll go all the way up here. Stop there. And then there. And then we're going to go all the way in town here real quick because we need a connector. Okay, and we'll just add it right here for now. don't know. Do we want to go that far? Maybe just let people do a connection to that spot, probably. Okay. Probably go over here to the high school. What do you say? Except let's go. Let's do this. There. Okay. That's the turnaround we want. Then we'll do a stop here and close it off all the way back over here. It's kind of a long ride home, honestly, for these people who are working. And, you know, we may rebuild that to something different. Let's just go with that for right now. That's kind of a long ride for them. Okay. Alright. Oh yeah, let's add a recycling station. Gonna need one over here. Remember I told you it's always good to just keep building your infrastructure as you go. Don't skimp on that. Let's put that over here. There we go. Perfect. Where else can we add residential? 800 away from our goal. So let's put some more of that in. Down this way. We've already got all of the infrastructure in for this. So there's that. There we go. And let's bring this one down to here. There. That fill in nicely. Got a pretty good balance, so we should see, you know, population just spike right up. We're just trying to head up to 6,000. Open up our high density, open up our power, geothermal. Getting very, very close. You can see though, we're already having more power issues. And so maybe we need to move. Maybe we need to move one of these. So we're just getting so close. I hate to buy another turbine. We're just getting so close. So let's just move one up there and see if that makes a difference. There we go. Okay, so we solved the problem up there, but let's make sure we don't create another one over here. Okay, there we go. All right, we also want to reduce the footprint of the forest industry here. And we're going to start on this backside and try and get away from these homes. Let's just do 2. There we go. Okay. So we're just slowly migrating the properties, slowly migrating some of the industry. Things are starting to level up here. We're going to need a school over here, right? Yeah, we're going to need one school. And I think we found the spot to put it. Need a school and a park. Okay, so let's drop that in. Let's do one of these. There, you can drop your kids off at school before you go. And let's see if we can just drop a nice park right in here. showing a water shortage here, but that might be because, yeah, it's interesting. Okay. Yeah, so we're going to drop another water tower in just for this area. We're starting to see a few little brown spots. Not too bad. It's here and there. And you can't really see it because of the way this is structured, but let's just drop another one here. They're not that expensive. They're a little noisy, so the placement of this is a little tricky. We could always go this side. And we could always just go right back up here with a second one. That'll work too. Let's roll with that. And give this a hookup and see if this fixes our problem. Okay. $56.53. We're just trying to get to 6,000 right now. And let's add in some more industrial over here. We've got some more water. We've got some more power. That may push us over that right there. That's going to create enough demand for the house. Okay, oop. Looks like we're losing on the sewer game here. I'm not surprised. This one little sewage plant is handling everything here. And so we should probably soup that up a little bit. Soup up the sewer. Inland Eco Water Treatment Facility right here. A little close to the train, but we can always move it. Let's just wait and see how that works out. Okay. All right, that solved that problem. And again, we're about to drop in a very powerful geothermal power plant. That's going to solve a lot of our problems when it comes to electricity. Okay, 5682. All right, looks like this is all filled in nicely. And let's pull this road out a little bit more. Pretty much to the end here. And let's add in a medium. Got a couple new things to add in. The workers' barracks, tree sapling, the biomass. Here, let's put this in right now. Oh good, it fits. Alright, there's our paper mill. We want to have that in there. And let's drop in the workers' barracks. That could be important. We like efficiency. There we go. I always like the tree sapling right in the front. I think that looks good. Kind of as you're heading into the forestry section there. All right, we're still having these little brownout power issues. And we definitely need some more workers over here. And so let's see if we can add in a few more housing units and see if we can take care of that problem. A little bit of residential demand. few more here we can use. Now, you've probably seen I'm running this on super fast speed. I'm trying to build up as much cash as possible because we're going to be adding in a lot of unique buildings here soon, and those are really expensive, and some factories. So we're just trying to keep that cash flow. We're generating a lot of cash as well, but okay, 58.45. Just going to kind of hump it through on this power issue. Can see down there we're a little bit lacking here. These things draw a lot of energy, so. Let's move one. See if we can just borrow this for a little bit. All right. Immediate electricity shortage. Ooh. Some of our most valuable properties as well. And yet we are so close, 59.23. And that's going to stall out, I gotta believe. Okay, I'm going to bring that one back. I don't want to buy another one. And those buildings will start get abandoned. And we'll lose that, so let's put that back. Okay. Alright. That was close. Okay. Well, it's not even affecting the real estate or the residential as much as just our forestry industry. And we might be able to survive that. 59.51. And so we don't have that much further to go to hit 6,000. And that's we'll be able to unlock a lot of things such as high density geothermal power plants. And we're really waiting on those things before we make another big push here population wise. It's looking good though. Got the city laid out very nicely. And our next area is going to be over here. Opening up to the sea. Before we go down this way. Get the ferries in there. You know, I've said we're not going to do this area up here, but maybe in the end we will. That could be a good spot for an airport. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nope, we don't have enough unless we leave. How valuable is this? Not much. I guess we could skip that one in favor of that. We'll see, huh? And there we go. The big town. 6,000. We got a brand new area tile. University campus areas open up. Intercity buses. So that's our tourist industry. The IT clusters. Leisure specialization. All kinds of different taxations. Alpha zone, high density commercial, high density residential. Blimps. Universities come into the game. More fishing and recreational. Also the disaster preparedness areas. We'll probably get into that as well. And some different metro stations. So we're going to look at all of these things. Here at Silver Shores, we finally made it. Okay, I think the first thing we should do is let's just get that geothermal power plant in there and get that settled once and for all. All of our peoples are so upset. All right. Let's see if it'll fit right there. Or, nope. I think we'll go with that one, or maybe start on this end. There we go. Now, once that comes on, all of these little power issues should just go away immediately. Those things generate a lot of megawatts. I believe 80 megawatts. So one of these generates almost as much energy as all of these windmills. So yeah, these are going to be going other places. Alright, but that does solve our power issue. Okay, well, we're all set up for next time. High density, and let's see what else we got coming. Okay, so 8,500 will be after that for train. That opens up pretty much all of the transportation. How about airports? Where is that? 60,000. We got a lot done. We built the farm, got the forest industry moved, our freeway got extended as we head out to the big mountain, and a unique factory or two. We'll do the furniture factory next time. And we even did a self-sufficient zone. So a lot of changes coming up very, very soon as we continue the build of Silver Shores. 4 cities with 421.